Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I will present an article, UK government deliberately planning power grid blackouts to push climate hysteria. The left-wing plan for the United Kingdom is to decarbonise all power generation throughout the country by the year 2030, which is sure to trigger widespread blackouts and grid failure. British lawmaker Ed Miliband UK Labour Party announced the plan during the party's conference last year. It remains the centerpiece of the globalist plan to ban all use of Earth-based fossil fuel in Great Britain and replace it with offshore wind and onshore solar farms. What Miliband and his band of green idealists fail to recognize is that there is no possible way to keep an economy alive without fossil fuels. The amount of wind and solar it would take to replace the current energy infrastructure is so enormous that there is not even enough land mass available to make it possible. And who wants to look at an endless sea of ugly, noisy wind turbines and solar panels everywhere they go? Brits apparently want this dystopic nightmare to become real, or at least enough of them that the Labour Party with its harebrained ideas continues to drive the country's economy-destroying green agenda, which will ultimately leave everyone poor and hungry, assuming any of them even survive the transition. Related, the United States is following suit with the green transition, which means reduced energy reliability and spiking energy costs for consumers. The green transition is about massively depopulating the planet by crashing the economy. Computer modeling work done by John Brown several weeks back using 2022 energy generation data shows that decarbonizing the UK entirely by 2030 simply will not work and will crash the economy and destroy the country. Based on BMRS data, the computer model, which does not include embedded generation like small wind and solar farms, there is not even adequate technology to make such a prospect functional, assuming the UK could even feasibly install enough wind and solar farms to meet demand. We have assumed that, on top of wind and solar, the UK has 10 gigawatts, GW, of dispatchable capacity, such as nuclear, biomass and hydro, reports What's Up with that about the model's findings. There is no electricity generated from hydrogen. There seems to be no way that bulk hydrogen infrastructure, electrolyzers, steam reformers, distribution networks, and a 50 gigawatts fleet of new hydrogen-burning power stations could be ready by 2030. Equally, there is no carbon capture power generation available. There are no electricity imports. There is no major expansion of battery storage to the scale needed. What the Greenies also conveniently fail to address whenever shilling their ideas and wares is the fact that there are times when the wind does not blow and the sun does not shine. The UK is particularly gloomy compared to many other parts of the world, which means its solar farms, no matter how numerous, will surely be lacking in production. What the model shows is that power deficits in the UK will peak at 41 gigawatts, a 5-minute period when demand is 56 gigawatts and generation 15 gigawatts. It is of course possible to smooth the peaks to a small extent with the help of demand-side response and battery storage, reports explain. But more critical is the fact that there was a 19-day period last December when there was a rising cumulative power deficit of about 7 terawatt-hours, at an average of 15.7 gigawatts. Although within this period there were short spells when generation exceeded demand, the net balance remained negative. Put simply, even with smoothing and storage there would not have been enough electricity to go round.